Hello guys, welcome to the session. In this session we are going to do the lab. So basically in this lab what we are going to do, we are going to create an EC2 instance and then we will stop that EC2 instance and we will take the root volume and we will create the snapshot. So after completion of this lab you will learn about how to start or how to stop EC2 instance and how to detach the root volume of EC2 instance, and then you will also learn that how to take snapshot of that root volume EBS. So let's jump into the AWS console and we will perform the exercise. So we are into AWS console. So as I already mentioned that how to access the EC2 instance. So we have already visited over here. We can use it. One of the mostly used method is you have to use the search box and type EC2 and click over here. So it will take us to the dashboard. So we are into EC2 dashboard. So here what we need to do, we need to click on launch instance. If you remember that we have performed the same exercise in our last session, that is Elastic Compute Cloud session, and here we will click on free tier only. Then we will find that first option, that Amazon Linux 2 AMI in HVM. So we will select this one and here we will get an option to choose the instance type, and here we are getting the EBS only. See here, so this is offering us whenever we are creating this instance called t2.micro, an EBS is going to be attached where this operating system is being installed. So we are going to use it. So now we will click on next configuration instance detail. These exercises we have performed earlier, so we are going to stick with the default configuration. All these things I have explained in our last session. So if you have any doubt about what are these options are, you can visit last session. So now click on next add storage. So here we get an option that you can add a new volume, and we have already a root volume attached with this EC2 instance. So we are again going to stick with the same configuration and we will go ahead and click on next add tags. And here we can add some tag like environment. So this is again going to be a dev. We are telling it as a dev. We will stick with one tag only. Now click on next configure security group. So here you will make sure that you will be providing anywhere. So what it will do, it will open the port SSH port. SSH is used for remote desktop in Linux. That means you can access this EC2 instance from outside computer. You can access this EC2 instance from any IP. So that's what here we are setting the firewall rule. We are creating a SSH, a security group. So we will provide a name AWS EBS. AWS EBS we can provide over here. And now once it is being done, so make sure that you are choosing anywhere. If you will not choose this one, then what will happen, you need to specify, for example, my IP, then you need to specify this IP, or custom. So you need to provide the IP of the machine, so it is accessible to that particular IP. But for a testing purpose and for the training purpose, I'm going to use anywhere so that this EC2 instance can be accessible from any of the IP. So now we need to click on review and launch. So once you click on this, then you will get an option to review it. Once it is being done, so here you need to click on launch. So now this thing already been explained in our last session. So what you have to do, you have to create a new key pair. So we are going to give it a name AWS EBS. So it will generate a .pem file which we will generally access from the PuTTY software, which I have explained you. PuTTY basically we are using to connect to the Linux machine from Windows. So this is Windows system which I am using. So I need to connect to this Linux machine, that is EC2 instance is based upon Linux machine. So I need a PuTTY software. So but if you are using a Linux machine and doing the training, so now it is being done. So here we need to download this key pair. So this is pretty much important. If you will not do, because this option you are getting only once. So click on that, save it. Once done, click on launch instances. So here you will find that the instance is being created. It is still creating, so we are into a pending state. If you look into that, it has allocated this public IP. This public IP we will use for connecting to this EC2 instance. But in this lab I'm not going to connect it. I wanted to show you that how to detach the EVS root volume and then how we are going to take the backup. So now see here it is in the running state. So now what we need to do, we need to come here, come into the volume, and you will find that there is a root volume you will find over here. So this is the root volume which we are using. We will find this is associated with the EC2 instance which we have created just now. So to detach it, what you need to do, first you need to stop the EC2 instance which we have created. So let's go into the EC2 dashboard, go into the running instance, and here you can directly go. If you click on instances, you can come over here. So now you can select it. So all the actions which you wanted to perform on this EC2 instance, so you select it and click on actions, and here you will get an option for instance state, and here you will get an option to stop it. So you need to come here and click on stop. So once you select this one, you can stop it. So now it is being stopped. So make sure that whenever you are performing this action for taking the backup or creating a snapshot, you should stop it and detach the volume, root volume, so that we don't have any running processes while taking the backup. So now let's jump into the volumes, click on the volume, and we will get here and we can detach the volume. So once you detach it, now we are ready to create the snapshot. So just waiting for it. So it is, see here, it is, the work is in progress. So it is, so now it is being detached. Now we will go into the snapshot and we will click on create snapshot. So here we will get an option to select the volume, and we are getting the volume over here. So you need to select it, provide the description. So now our root volume is not encrypted. That's the reason you are getting option not encrypted. So it will go as is. If it is encrypted, then you will get an option to encrypted option enabled over here. So it is right now our root volume is not encrypted. So once it is being done, you have provided a detail. If you want to add any tag, you can associate the tag, but for this lab I am not going to use it. But if you have multiple instances, it is really very useful. Suppose if you are having a project and where we have multiple environment and where we have multiple instances and you want to take the backup, so you can easily group those instances volume, or say EBS volume backup, and you can tag it. So just click on now create snapshot. So it has created a snapshot. Now close it and you will find that it is in a process. So once it is being done, then we will get an option. So once it is being done, a snapshot will be created. So here it is being completed. Now you can use this snapshot to do the following thing. Either you can create a volume with the same snapshot. You can create an image, Amazon machine image, so that you can create an EC2 instance on this snapshot, or you can copy it. So here you can also change the add edit tags. You can modify the permissions over here. So currently it is private, you make it public as well. Just cancel it, we are not going to do anything. So this is what I wanted to demonstrate you in this session, in this lab session. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye.